All right, we're coming right up to A1A, and the car in front of me decided it didn't know where I want to go. Daytona Beach, world's most famous beach.
There it is. Beach like right out in front of you.
There it is, right in front of you, straight into the beach. So this is International Speedway, or Route 92.
Dead ending.
Yeah, it dead ends on this end, and it basically dead ends in DeLand. That's where we're from. Then actually it doesn't dead end. I have to take that back. It turns into 1792, and it actually goes clear across the state. I don't know what made me think it was dead ending, but it
International Speedway Boulevard.
International Speedway Boulevard dead ends in DeLand, and then it becomes 1792. And so we're just heading down towards Ponce Inlet. Alright, we're heading south down on A1A.
Beach side.
Now on beach side. This runs on down here to South Daytona.
Daytona Shores.
Daytona Shores. There's a little park. This is Sunshine Park. Yep. You gotta watch, like I said earlier, the bicycles tend to run. That looks like a restaurant they built there. That is new. This is Sun Splash Park.
Oh.
And so that was a new restaurant right there.
Oh. I'll check it out.
A lot of motels down in this end of Daytona. Still some empty lots down through here.
This is smaller little place that's $50 for a night.
Yeah, most of them are around $50 now for a off-season price.
There's a lot of smaller places down this way. Not as many big hotels.
Well, there's
a few.
some. There's a lot of condos.
There's a lot of condos, yeah.
Down here. This road here, there's like I said, this would go across to the well, I'd say land side. I call it beach side. It's land side, but mainland. The bridge is out. They've actually not out there. Took it out and putting in a big bridge there. So that's where that comes out across. But yeah, there's a lot of condos, timeshares down in this area here. You can see the beach on this side. There's still a few areas here that you can see out across that don't have motels and stuff on it. Some of them have been poured down from previous hurricanes and never rebuilt them.
There's a nice little holiday house place, and then right next to the Hyatt Regency.
Another empty lot here on the left.
Little hotels that have little kitchens and stuff. It's across the street. Anything on this side, you have to walk across. So
to go beach side, you know.
To get down to the beach, but
you save money if you're staying at one of them because
you do, but then you do have to walk across.
Yeah.
So you just have to go up and go across the crosswalk. Here's the beach ramp right there.
Yeah, you can drive out to certain areas. You can still drive on the beach. They've taken away a lot of them, but there's still quite a few areas you can still drive out on the beach. They've had the incidents, people not being careful and people got ran over on the beach.
Yeah.
It's because people don't pay attention, and that's the issue. And then they quit doing it, and everybody loses that opportunity because a few people are irresponsible.
Grand Prix Motel.
Yeah.
And here's one that's been torn out and been put back in.
I think they're rebuilding that one.
Castaways. There's your souvenir shop.
Yeah, and believe it or not, it seems like every time hurricane, those windows get all blowed out. I've seen that time after time. Putt-putt gauze. Holding and feed a live gator. You can feed a gator there. Some grocery stores up in here.
El Caribe. I think this is where
El Caribbean.
Ian and Ruth stayed.
Oh, did they? They stay there.
El
We have
Caribe, yeah.
friends that come over from England.
Be here next week.
Yeah, they'll be back over again next week.
It's the Best Western.
The Ai. It's a Ai Tiki Inn.
Aku Tiki Inn.
Aku Tiki Inn. There's also this Hawaiian restaurant here. They used to put on a dinner show.
Hawaiian Inn.
The Hawaiian Inn, and you know, you have a dinner show there, and it's all done Hawaiian style. And I was to that once years ago. I've been to Hawaii, and I've been to that, and I've discovered I don't like Hawaiian food. A lot of people love it, but I just don't care much for it. I think it's sometimes I like pineapple, plain pineapple, but I don't like it in food, so that's probably why I don't like it. You know, they have a lot of pineapple. Caribbean, a big condo. There's a Daytona and around up here. There's a restaurant. I think it's called Top of Daytona. Looks like something spewing out of the top of it. I don't know if you can see that in the video.
Looks like it's steam.
I don't know. It looks like they possibly are working on something. And
It
you
could
know,
be sandblasting it.
yeah, I don't know if the video's showing that up, but it looks like smoke or something. And it's probably sandblasting.
Oh, they've got, yeah, because you can see the ropes up and down. The people, they're working on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see the.
So first instant, like, wow, that thing's lit on fire. It's like, nah, they're just working on it.
Yeah.
But that's,
Probably
yeah,
sandblasting.
Top of Daytona. It's, you can go up there and eat. And
Scene from the movie.
that actually was with Days of Thunder with Tom Cruise.
Nicole Kidman.
And Nicole Kidman was filmed in that building right there. They did a lot of filming around this area for that movie. Actually, they filmed Days of Thunder over at Volusia County Speedway, and at that time I was there when they was filming it. I hadn't lived in Florida. This is back in 1990, and they had I had my motorhome, and we were camping there. And you could hear cars out on the racetrack, but the track was closed. You wasn't allowed to go in the grandstands or nothing. And towards the end of one day, there was a car out, which was that car that they used in Days of Thunder, and it was warm. I could feel the hood. And at that point, I didn't realize what was going on. Nobody realized they were filming a movie there. And sometime later, I found out it was filmed, and we was there. Tom Cruise was there. We didn't see him, but kind of interesting thing that I happened to be that close to the filming the movie and didn't even realize it, that they were filming the movie. There's a bunch of condos here. They, I think they call them Ocean 8. Ocean, I mean, they go all the way down through. And
7, all down to 1, yeah,
7, 8, and so tons and tons. I don't know how many rooms would be in combining all these condos.
6,
Some of those are timeshares.
5.
You get a couple weeks a year for your timeshare. I don't know if that's a good value or not. I've always done the numbers. Doesn't seem like a good value to me, but
This is Atrium 1.
got a Publix over here. You get your groceries. Got a liquor store. So this is actually South Daytona here. They call it Daytona Beach Shores, so, but it is south of Daytona. You'll see a lot of those trailers here coming up when Bike Week. People haul their motorcycles down from the north, come down here to enjoy our beautiful weather here. That's something like the 10th, 12th of March that they'll be coming down here every year. And you'll just see motorcycles. It's a constant roar. And some people don't like it. We enjoy it. They don't. Of all the events, some of the nicest people there are is the bikers. These guys are just great. Some of them get in some mischief. Watch this guy. He's gonna run across. I knew he was gonna do that. But yeah, sometimes they get drinking too much, and we've had fatalities. One year we had as high as 22 people were killed in that week on motorcycles for numerous different reasons. You know, that year seems like they were going out running into everything. I don't know what was up with that. But for the most part, the bikers are good for this area. They're polite people. They're good people to be around. never have any issues with them. So we're coming up this area down here. We're getting down towards Port Orange, is over on the coast side, mainland, and this bridge here you go across will take you right into Port Orange. I've done a lot of work when I was working in this area here. But Wilbur by the Sea and Ponce Inlet is where we're heading. Now this area here, there's no outlet. Once you get past this point, there's no way to get back across to the mainland unless you come all the way back up here and across. And same at the end of this point, New Smyrna Beach is just across the little inlet there, but you can't get there unless you go all the way around, quite a few miles around. I think there's a little boat shuttle to taxi that takes you across to New Smyrna. But we're just heading south, heading down towards Ponce Inlet. All right, just coming into Ponce Inlet. We had to make a little detour. We had gone down on the ocean side, and they're apparently done some road work. But that's okay. We're going to go down this way, and this will come in. We're going to head down here. There was a restaurant and a marina and that took big hits from Hurricane Matthew, and they had it almost ready to go, and then Hurricane Irma came in and did more damage. And it used to be called Inlet Harbor, but now they changed it and it's called Off the Hook. We haven't been down here since for quite a while, since the damage in that from even Matthew. So it's been over a year since we've been down here. But we heard it's back open again, so we're going to check it out while we're down to this little tour. All right, they've built a lot of these condos here. I said I've been here 20 years, and 20 years ago, none of these was here. But they've put a lot of Harbor Village. They got boat docks and stuff back there. I used to do some work on boats in that area. They got a pretty good sized marina. Part of the owning a condo back there, you sometimes get a boat slip. I don't know the whole details behind it, but they got a lot of boat slips back there, and so did a lot of work on it. Here's the Ponce Inlet Community Center. They have a flea market March 2nd, looks like. And pretty neat little town. There's the fire rescue area, Ponce Inlet. Ponce Inlet's kind of like a little old-time seaside town. Not a lot of homes, but there's quite a few homes, but they're all nice homes.
There's not a little town type thing, a downtown area. There's businesses around the loop and stuff.
And actually, by the Lighthouse is kind of not a town, but not a town. That's what I would call downtown Ponce Inlet if you wanted to call it downtown. But these roads off to the right and left, there are a lot of tree lined or tree covered. You go through the trees, and a lot of people riding their bicycles here, walking their dogs. I think there is some condos down here if someone was visiting that you could probably get a condo. If you want a nice little peaceful town, spend your vacation in, Ponce Inlet would be a nice little town. Close enough to Daytona Beach. New Smyrna Beach is a great beach just south of here. You gotta go all the way around from here to get to it. But it's just being a great place to spend your vacation. Obey stop signs and traffic rules here. So we're gonna make a right here. It's called Inlet Harbor Road, and there's a restaurant out here, and it's now called a boat yard. I've done a lot of work on these boats. They put your boat up on a rack whenever you want to take your boat out. They come out there with a big, looks like a big huge forklift. They set your boat down, put it in the water, and away you go. When you get done, they put it back up on the rack, and We used to do a lot of work on these boats. We had a mobile shop. We park it right here inside, and we do isinglass and bimini covers and bimini tops and covers, and so we did a lot of boat work here. This restaurant was pretty much blown apart in Hurricane Matthew, and they've rebuilt it. This over here on this side is actually a parking lot for the restaurant, but it's also the boat yard. This is out here on the intercoastal. Been a lot of changes going on. Looks like they've done some pier work here, like they're still working on it. They continue to upgrade it. It's had its problems. I've done some work on some of these boats there. They put them on a lift, get them out to the water. Looks like they're still putting. There was a pier that went out there you could fish on. Looks like that's still being rebuilt. It looks really different from the last time I was here. The boat, the building has completely been rebuilt. Yeah, we'll go back over here and see if we can check it out a little closer. So this is now called Off the Hook. It looks so different from what it was. The hurricane just totally.
This was all trees.
This is all trees and stuff. There was a big awnings out over the water, and it pretty much wiped it out during the hurricanes, and it's pretty much rebuilt. I think it's open now. They can have it. It's probably too early for it to be open at this point, but I think they're back in business again. There's more boat docks over here. But this used to be called Inlet Harbor. Now it's called Off the Hook. It's a marina and a restaurant. So we're going to head back down this way, head down towards the Ponce Inlet Lighthouse. It's a nice looking lighthouse. You can just barely see it peeking above the trees at this point here. It's a climb. I believe it's like 160 feet tall, and quite a climb to the top. If you're not in good shape, it'll tell you. I've been up to it several times. It's always windy when you get to the top, but the views are amazing. You can see across the intercoastal. You can the inlet. You can see the inlet there. You can see all the way up to Daytona Beach. You can see New Smyrna Beach that they went in. And so it's worth the climb to the top if you're in fairly good shape. You don't have to be excellent, but I was up there a couple years ago, but it's a chore. You knew you did something when you come out of it. There it is, peeking above the trees. Ponce Inlet Lighthouse. Come around the corner there, you should be able to even get a little better view of it. It's another little area goes down in. There's a couple of restaurants down in there. That's several little restaurants in this area. See, I don't know if there's, I can't think of any motels down in here, but I'm sure there's condos or something where if a person wanted to stay down here, I'm sure you can find something. I'm just not familiar with them. We'll pop in here to the lighthouse for a minute.
And
so,
you can see the whole thing actually.
There's Ponce Inlet Lighthouse.
There's couple older buildings in there. It's that you can, once you pay your admission to go up to the lighthouse, you can go back in and tour the little areas.
Yeah, it's worth the trip here if you in this area to check out the lighthouse.
There you got it.
All right, we took a little side trip. Went inside the museum there and looked around a little bit. Sue found a little ornament, or it's actually what they call cat's meow.
Cat's meow.
It was of the lighthouse.
It's a wood decoration that's made at Cat's Meow Village in Worcester, Ohio. That's where we're from. So that was kind of a piece of home, you know, being the Cat's Meow, and a piece of our new home here at Ponce Inlet. So it's kind of interesting like that.
Actually, we told the shop owners a bit about the Cat's Meow collection,
she didn't know
much about it there, so we kind of taught her something, which is always good. So next time she'll know a little more about.
That's right. Right from Worcester, Ohio. She said Youngstown. It's like no, not
Akron.
Youngstown. That seemed to be where she was familiar.
So they have a little park off here to the left, and you can go picnicking in there. And there's another little restaurant here. I believe it's called the Lighthouse Restaurant.
Hidden Treasures.
Hidden Treasures, they're calling it. Rum bar on the thing. They've changed it. It used to be called the Lighthouse Restaurant.
Rum bar on Ponce Inlet.
Most of them aren't open yet. It's a little early. It's only 10:37. Critter Fleet. It's a fishing charter. It's like a group party boat. Been out on that several times. You about always catch a lot of fish. It's a fun little party boat to go out on when you're in Ponce Inlet area. This kind of just winds around here.
Dolphin and Nancy boat tour there.
Yeah. They have a turtle rescue place. Little Marine Science Center here. And you know, they show you how what they do to go about rescuing turtles and stuff. Big deal in this area about the sea turtles. They make nests and lighting. They restrict your lightings and stuff so that the turtles don't come inland and they go back out to sea. Otherwise, they could possibly die if they don't get back out to sea there. So they're very strict.
After they hatch, they gotta go.
Yeah, so they protect the turtle mountains. You know, there's a little park over here. You can go out here, and it goes right out to the inlet. Lighthouse Point Park. They charge a fee to go out there. It's, I don't know, $3 or $4. I'm not sure. It could be $6. But this comes around. This went right around to the point. We're actually back over here to the ocean side. There's on up here. There's access to the beach.
Looks like you can still drive down to it.
Yeah, you can drive into the beach and that.
Yeah, that's great.
So you can go right out into it. So, all right, there's another little restaurant down here. This is a nice little. Yeah, it's a road. I mean, that the trees are over covered it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's really a nice little canopy covered street. I believe this restaurant down here is called Down the Hatch. And there's a boatyard down here that some pretty good sized boats that they keep in here. There's a big one right there. It's a boatyard, you know, they do bottom work and do you know, work maintaining and taking care of these boats. I've actually done some work here on some of these boats. Done some work on it, but this is Down the Hatch. So, and they don't open till later. A lot of restaurants just don't open till real late. You know, and yeah, they have a patio out there, and they'll have bands playing out there on the patio. And they have a parking lot back in here. So, anyways, this is Down the Hatch. Another little restaurant in this area. I don't know if we can drive down here by the boatyard or not. As it stopped, you used to be able to drive right straight down there. You can see where they're working on some of the big boats. I've done some work on some boats down here myself. It's hard work. Yeah, it looks like they have a scenic tour, as it says. So, well, this is going to pretty much end our little tour of Ponce Inlet, our little drive down from Daytona to Ponce Inlet. I hope you enjoyed the tour. There's some old boats there. Yeah, I hope if you did, give us a thumbs up. We try to we do put up a video every day. If you're not subscribed to our page, hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost you nothing. It's absolutely free. One of the few things that you can do for free is join my page. So hit the subscribe button. You'll be able to see. It doesn't cost you a thing. So
no ads. Too.
There's no ads right now. We don't have no ads on our page. So again, I hope you enjoyed our little tour. If you did, give us a thumbs up. Leave comments if you have any comments below, and we'll see you again the next time.